how on earth? I don't know how you do it. It's like, whoa. You're all mad.
Looking in the mirror while I'm upset and crying.
And you can't tell in the mirror, it was like, how can you treat somebody seriously when all they're doing is... I've noticed this. I've been watching people on the TV and they're acting, but they're actually continuously looking in the camera. They're not supposed to do.
I don't know, it's just an automatic thing because I'm so vain.
I'll say.
I just did it. I thought that is really funny. Oh yeah, there's the picture I did. That's my art. That was...
And you know what would have been a better analogy? That's why it started off with the punchline of a joke.
Oh yeah, true.
So you can't say
all right.
that I'd be rude.
It's all your... Yeah, you're very rude.
At the end and work backwards.
I did make sense.
No, you made sense in your head. But if you actually listen to somebody telling a joke and you go, well, why did that comedian tell us the punchline? And then go backwards. I mean, wouldn't you find that odd?
Yes,
No?
yes, of
Oh.
course. People have done that before in a comedic way. It's been funny.
But it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, that's how you speak. Or you'll tell me certain things, but then you'll miss things out, and I only find out like an hour later information that I should have known in the first place.
Yeah.
You've got to start at the beginning.
All right.
Work your way through.
Fluffer puffer ruffer
To the
puffer.
end.
Thanks so much.
If comedians all started doing what I've just said, you'd stop listening to them.
I think that was funny though. And it's just funny. I didn't finish this. It got no head. Sorry.
Hey?
Oh, or arm. Okay. Stop it. Let's cling on the little creeps. Mew. Sorry about that. Just 1 minute. You poor thing. Put cups on them. That's shit. Anyway, oh no. I've lost my watch.
Right, can you start food now?
No. Just a minute. I mean, I'm just going to make a video and then I'll do it, okay? It won't be. I hope those kids don't come again, but they probably will, because apparently they always know I'm around. I haven't looked at shit. No one around. In the garden or looking over the fecking wall. People don't know this is a property, by the way. I just want to let you know, they do know. But they pretend not to know to make it okay to trespass. That's what those kids said to me. And if any of you guys watched that video that I made, I've got something in my eye. But don't it look, I mean, how can you not know it's a property? I mean, there's a house right here. And like a gate that's locked, or was yesterday. And like a drive and a fence and like there's climbing frames and there's a car there and there's this. I mean, if it was abandoned, it wouldn't like have this stuff, would it? It would just be like a mess. It's not a mess. I know people like to think that it's a mess, but it's not a mess. It's just a wild garden, that's all. It's not, it doesn't look abandoned. They're just doing it to like piss you off. It doesn't look abandoned. These kids are so cheeky, saying, oh well, if you want it to look like a property, then cut the trees. I'm like, all right, we'll cut your trees then. I don't know, like, properties sometimes have trees. It doesn't make them abandoned, for fuck's sake. It doesn't look like an abandoned place. It's just wild, that's all. How very dare you? And it's not my fault anyway. I like how they like to blame me for it as well. It's like, yeah, but my mum likes it like that and I can't do anything about it. Thank you, by the way, Starman. I guess you're gone now. But yeah, I'm sick of people think. Like, to me, it doesn't look like an abandoned wood or whatever the fuck they want to call it. It looks like a house to me, but whatever. It's like a house to me. It looks like a garden. It looks like a property. I mean, how did they know it was like a property when the Reverend lived here then? That's Ali Levy. So this time I've decided to be different, to wear the hat with ears, because I haven't worn one of my wolf hats for a while. This is a new one that no one has seen. When I say new, I've had it for years, but I've not worn it. I've not worn it to go out, I've not worn it for videos. I don't know why, I just keep forgetting about it, I suppose. So yeah, it matches like my outfit because it's black, apart from my tail that's grey, and my leg warmers that are grey. And I need black leg warmers, and I need a black one of these tails. So that's on the list then. So that's added to my list of things that I want, is a black tail and black furry leg warmers. And then I need black hair as well. I've got a wig for that, so that's alright. So I'm sorry about the lighting, it's shit again as usual. It's a bit better now, I wiped it. So this video is about me reviewing a video that I made stream the other day, cut off when all the, and that's because I had to go over there to hide from them. So I was making a video with my other phone, the camera from my other phone. Because this is what happened. So I left this running here. I took my other phone to make a video of me at the wall where the light was better, just a quick video, right? And when I was there, I heard the kids coming. So I just looked over with the camera and I saw them like come to the gate and start jangling it. And when I went to the gate, like the next day, I saw that it was all overlapping and it was all out of whack. So they've really done a good job on that. Anyway, so when I saw them coming this way, I hid in those bushes over there. But unfortunately, when they came there, they were about to just go by and, you know, carry on walking. But what happened was, some woman, the woman who spotted me at the gate previously, you know, when we heard all the noise over there and I went to go and look at what was happening over there. And I noticed there was two girls or women or whatever they were talking to this man. And they said, oh yeah, you're mint or whatever. Even though they were the hooligans. And when they saw that I was there, they kept calling my name for some reason. I don't know how they knew my name, but they knew my name. Anyway, one of the women from there stopped them when they were over there. And all these girls and two boys turned around to look at the woman to interact with her. And then one of them was hid behind that van that's over there. And they said, oh, she's there, she saw me over the wall. And they were like, oh, and they were like, oh no, she's not there, where is she, blah, 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 blah. So I ran over here. He said, oh yeah, and another one spotted me, I don't know how. But anyway, I went over there to hide quickly before they looked over and saw me, because I was wearing this tail. So I quickly went over there to hide, because my mum had shut the door so I couldn't get in. So I went at the side over there. Hang on, I'll show you, 1 minute. Yeah. Behind the house at the other side. And then they kept threatening me and saying, and calling me names, calling me a slag and a sket and all this thing. And they said, oh, we're gonna break your neck or something. Wolfie, they kept saying. I'm like, can't you see what's wrong with this picture? So you want to break my neck and stuff because I dress like this? Okay. Whatever. So that's the bit you didn't see, although I do have it on camera, on video. I have all of this on video on my other phone. But I haven't uploaded it to here yet. I am going to upload it to here. At the moment, it's on my other channel, my Furry channel, which I'd love to give to you guys, but I don't want to advertise it here just in case they watch this. They won't admit that they watch me, but I'm pretty sure that they do. They know all about me. And when I went over, so what happened was, because they kept coming in and they kept coming like closer and closer and closer, I eventually came out from there. And yeah, I did chase them out of my property. I must stress this because these people either genuinely or like to pretend that this is not a property and it's just an abandoned public grounds and that I'm chasing people randomly or something. But I'm not. I'm chasing people out of my property. So I chased them out and I had a go at them. They kept saying, we're only acting this way because you chased us and you videoed us. And I'm like, yeah, but you were bullying me before then. You were already giving me shit. Bullying me, trespassing. So you're the ones doing wrong. So of course I'm going to chase you out of my own property my garden, my grounds, which this is. There's a fucking wall that separates this grounds from the streets. If you notice, this area is different from out there beyond the wall on the streets. That's a concrete jungle. This is obviously a garden. Duh. So it's really annoying when people don't know that this is a property. But I know that they know that this is my property. So apparently, according to them then, they think that I'm just hanging around in this abandoned wood that's a public place, even though the gate is locked and I'm inside the locked gate. And in the past, they used to say, oh, do you ever go out? Oh, you're locked in. Oh, is the wall there and the gate locked to keep you in because you're a lunatic, blah, blah, blah. You know, not fit to go out there. Do you see what I mean? And they were younger. And they knew it was a property back in the past when they used to harass me. And sometimes I would, are you locked in here? Blah, 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 you know. They acted like they thought I was trapped in here. But now, apparently, they think that this is an abandoned public area, even with the gates locked and a wall surrounding it to keep people out. So not true. So I know that they're... So not true. So I know that they're lying and they don't really think that. They don't really think that this is an abandoned woods. It doesn't look like it. It's obviously a property. There's a great big house here. There's a great big house here. You can't miss it. I don't care what they say. Oh, we can't see. He was like, oh, is your house big? I'm like, well, you can see it. It's right here. And then he went on about the trees. So I'm presuming they think that the trees are like covering it. I would have asked them all this, but they overpower you all the time, asking you questions and stuff, or talking amongst themselves, or interrupting you, or asking you more questions when you're trying to answer the previous questions. So it's really annoying. But yeah, I'm just updating. It's really annoying. But yeah, I'm just updating you what happened. But unfortunately, because I went over there and there's no, the Wi-Fi is here, it's not over there, you know, in the room over there. So it's out of range. So this cut off, I left this there because I was just so sort of like panicky and hepped up because of them. So I just dropped it on the floor actually. Not deliberately, but apparently I did. So I went over there to get it. Oh shit, it's on the floor, it's face down and everything. And I tried to resume the live stream, but it kept saying that there was an error, so I had to stop it. I tried to let you guys know what had happened, but I thought it's okay, I've got it all on camera and I'll show it to you guys. But the thing is, I don't really want to show it right now. I have put it on my other channel, so what I'm going to do is, I'm actually today going to be watching the video. This will be the first time I watch the video back, and I'm going to be commenting on it. So I'm not going to show you what happened, but you'll hear what, because like I say, they're acting like hypocrites, and some of the things that they say is absolutely ridiculous, so it's just going to be mainly audio. If you guys want me to show it to you, I will. Private property sign. We used to have one on that tree over there. In fact, I'm sure we still do. But yeah, I think we should have a sign, although they'll just smash it up anyway. If we put a sign anywhere, they're just going to smash it up. You know very well it's private property, duh. But yeah, I want a sign that says CCTV, guard dog, and private property. I don't recall the Reverend ever having this problem when he lived here, but whatever. Like I say, we're just average Joes, so... Oh, you don't belong... You don't, deserve to live there. Because you're just average Joes. Oh, and that's my necklace for today. I haven't worn it when I was out. I put that on for the video. Keep forgetting. And I forgot to put the belt on to go out, so I've just put that on for the video as well. I'll do me walking around in a minute. Your energy attracts her. Stellar thoughts. That sounds interesting. Save to playlist. Informational videos. I've got a bunch of like really... What's the word? Like basically how to win at life videos. Or at least gain like a better attitude in life anyway. Words of wisdom, like that sort of thing. I think every kid and child and everything should watch videos like this. It's like advice of how to be like better person, how to, change your attitude and everything like that. I certainly need these because my attitude has sucked with the way that I've been treated. so far in life. So, and that's what these videos teach you, how to have a thick skin and a better attitude. I did well until the other day. It wasn't just the kids. The kids kind of like made me all like stressed and sort of a bit, you know, what's the word? Like adrenaline pumped. And then when I saw those messages from that guy who's been trying to date me that I was telling you about from the local shop, his messages were so nasty, he accused me of being rude when I wasn't. And we just had a big argument thing, so that kind of, I did get really upset about it. It was just very overwhelming. Okay. So, okay, I'm not sure if There's only 2 videos here. I made one where I made the video. Oh yeah, it's a different one.
Do it at the gate. I can't get in though, so yay.
I think while I'm doing this, I'm going to stop it from turning though.
See this.
I was trying to get them jangling the gate though.
They're shouting and screaming things at me. My mum's locked them out. My mum has locked me out.
How do I make this big? There we go. Right, I made it big. There you go.
I'm trying to get them on camera.
Because I know they were troublemakers, so I was trying to get them on camera just for that, even though they weren't really causing trouble at this point. They were just walking by. But I just wanted to watch them.
They're still going to act like I'm scary though, aren't they?
Howling. I like that though, the howling.
Actually sound like a little dog.
There was a dog barking.
Oh, was that them? Why did they start looking over the wall?
They did after that.
Oh my god. So I told you they saw me dressed like this and now they've come.
That sounds like our dog, but it's not.
The German Shepherd in there, stop barking now.
Right, this is the bit where they were about to walk by. He's the biggest instigator. He's really loud. He's the one who's back at me on the main road. That just sound like our dog. Then they were... I can see you! Oh! My Wolfie, get here now. See, I ran away to hide. So I ran away and hid. But they were acting like I had done something really horrible to them. Like I was filming them or I was chasing them. They deliberately goaded me by looking over the wall and coming in and shouting me to come over. And then when I did come over, they blamed me for chasing them. They didn't say much about the filming, actually. I think they did. I don't know. I'm watching this for the first time. But from what I remember, they didn't say anything about the filming, just the chasing. Now, I didn't chase them. I went over there to find out why they were acting this way. So they were deliberately trying to get me to go over there by actually calling me over, say get here now and all that. And then when I go over there, they accuse me of chasing them. They also accuse me of, you know, chasing them in the street at some point, which never happened. Oh, and walking on all fours. They said, oh, do you ever walk on all fours? But on the street, they were asking me. I said, I do walk on all fours, but in the house. Not so much these days, more when I was a kid. You know, when I was younger. But I don't do it now. If I did it in the past, I did it in the house. I've never done it outside. I've not done it out in the garden. I've not done it out in the street. Why would I? It's concrete, you know. It hurt. And it would look silly, you know, in public. I wouldn't be brave enough to go out in public and do it. So, howling again. See, I hid at the side of the house, which proves I'm not scary. I'm hiding. So you can't win. If you hide and run away from them, they think you're scared of them. So they think that they can intimidate you. But if you come at them and you're brave and you give it back to them as much as they give to you, they accuse you of, oh, she's scary, she chases, she dresses as a wolf and she chases us, she chases us, She chases us and films us after we harass her and bully her and call her names and threaten her. Oh, boo-hoo. And when we get all upset when she comes at us and chases us out of her property when we're trespassing. And, oh. And when she films us when we're trespassing. Oh, boo-hoo, because she's going to show it to the police. And oh, boo-hoo, she filmed us when we came in and smashed a car. Seriously, that is how they are. They deliberately goad you. So you'll do something like chase them and film them, and then they can go to people and be like, oh, yeah, she's a terrible person because she films us and chases us out of her own property. What a terrible human being. Oh, she dresses like a wolf, so she must think she's a wolf. She must be delusional. Seriously. These people are idiots. And then they're like, oh, well, if you want us to think it's a property and know it's a property, then you should cut down trees. Okay. Well, if you're paying, that's what I should have said. And they've done it before. They've been like, oh, you must cut your grass as well. Oh, you should tidy your garden up. I'm like, okay, well, if you're game, come on then and help me do it then, you know? Come and cut the grass and cut the trees down. Or give me the money to have the trees cut down. It's like, can't afford it. Why should I cut the trees down just to satisfy you? I told my mum about it and she said, oh, well, I'd better get onto the council then to tell them, oh, because we've got trees, we're not a property. So, you know, can you stop taxing us, please? Does this mean we can stop paying taxes then, seeing as how we're not a property? Because we've got trees. We've just been told by a bunch of 19-year-olds, you know, that, oh, well, it can't be a property because there's trees. Like that logic, it can't be a property because it's got trees. Everybody, listen up. World, you can't be a property if you've got trees. According to these 19-year-olds, according to these kids, these youths, you can't be a property if you've got trees, everybody. So, guys, if you've got trees in your garden, it's not a private property and everybody can just, like, trespass if they want, because their excuse is that they didn't know it was a property because it's got trees. You know, an abandoned wood or whatever, because they come and smash everything up. So it looks like a, you know, it looks like an abandoned place because they keep coming and smashing everything up like the car. In fact, I think that's why they did it, you know. I think that's why they came to smash the car. So it looks even more like an abandoned property, so them and the mates can keep coming and harassing us. I honestly believe that. And they can make the excuse that they came in because they thought it was an abandoned property. I'm not even joking, I think that's what it is. I think that they're smashing up this place to make it look like an abandoned woods and a public place so they can come in, harass me, because they know it's a property really. This is their excuse to come in and harass me and not be at fault. It's like, oh, well, you know, she chased us and she did this and that and the other and it's a public place. She can't do that. You know, it's like me going out there on the streets and chasing them and, you know, videoing them, like, you know, running at them with a camera or something. Obviously, yeah, that would be weird, and I could understand if I did that. But I don't do that. I chase them out of here, which is my property. It's got fecking chairs, for God's sake. It's obviously a property. And a house right here, and a sun lounger, chairs, tables, garden, furniture. You know, a nice microwave there, and, you know, we obviously make food out here with this microwave, so it's like, it's obviously a property. For those who don't know, I am joking about that. We did have a chair and table. In fact, there's a television. We watched television there out there. There's a television there, and there was a settee there, so we came out and watched television in the garden. So it's obviously a property, okay? But they have done what they can to make it look like an abandoned, smashed up place, so that when they do come to harass me, they can tell me and people that, oh, they came because they didn't... No, they didn't say they didn't know it was a property. They actually said in the video, it's not a property. It's just an abandoned, derelict place. They told me straight. Guys, they told me straight. Anyway, moving on. Let's continue. Too bad no one's watching this.
Looking over.
Can
Why
I,
leave us alone?
listen to it. I'm just going to figure out if there's a way I can
I should have left the cat.
use feed your what's it.
Sorry.
Right, I'm just going to...
I wasn't even looking in the right place.
I'll stop the video. I'm going to start it again in a minute. I'm just going to... Just one sec. Guys, if you can, share my live stream. I'm sick of no one ever coming on it. And I realise, I mean, even Richard is fecking more popular than me. Don't know how that works. I think that's because either he shares his stuff or or other people do. When I was on his live stream, I saw people were like sharing his live stream. It's like, dude, a world where I'm the unpopular one. That is the universe that is parallel universe. Yeah, I'm serious. Oh, I am watching. I'm just starting. Ooh, my piece of slap too. Fair enough. I understand that. Great. Right. So, I don't know where else to share it though, but I want to share you guys my other channel though. It's a shame. Anyway, right. Okay. Oh! Wolfie.
Wolfie scat.
Wolfie is scared. See what I mean? And also, I'm gonna break your back. They said. I don't know what they were saying. I think they were going on about me coming to them. I'm gonna break your back, you scared, or whatever. Let's listen to that again.
The camera there. This one.
Listen. I don't know if you can hear it.
Have they gone? Oh, why did you have to spot me?
I know.
Sorry.
They
I wasn't even looking in the right place.
They would have gone if that woman hadn't.
Wolfie scat.
Come out, I'll break your back or something, she said. See, they're trying to act intimidating and nasty, but I'm like hiding and shit. So they are bullying me, and I tried to call them out on it, but they said, oh, we're just doing this and that and the other because you're filming us and you're chasing us. Though I hadn't even chased you at that point. I chased you after you threatened me. Like, duh. And they said they weren't watching me on YouTube, but I bet they are watching, because otherwise they wouldn't come. They just come when they know I'm YouTubing. Because they never come otherwise, but I've noticed when I'm live streaming, they suddenly come. That's when they're, like, here. And remember on the last live stream where I was complaining about the motorbikes? Well, since I complained on my live stream about the motorbikes, I've heard round this street surrounding my house at 1 o'clock in the morning. Not just vrooming on their motorbikes, but also going woo and shouting and screaming. If that's not deliberate, I will eat my fecking hat. Because I've not heard it that much, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning, or just going round and round and round, until I did this stream where I said it's annoying, the motorbike noises, and then suddenly the very next day at 1 o'clock in the morning they're doing that. Coincidence? I think not. And coincidence, they hadn't been bothering me, but then when I was live streaming, there was two lots of them, one in the church, and they were talking about me to this bloke in the church, and then they spot me, and then a gang of kids suddenly comes and starts jangling on the gate, and then they were about to go past, but that woman got their attention, and then they came back, and then they spotted me. It's like definitely a setup. It's like they have people watching me all the time, and when they know I'm around, that's when they phone up the mates and say, oh yeah, she's in the garden again. She's dressed as a wolf. Come on, let's harass her. And this time, let's pretend that we don't think it's a property. In fact, don't say we didn't know it was a property. Let's say we insist it's not a property, and then we can't get in trouble for trespassing. You still could get in trouble for bullying someone, even if it's a public place. I'm gonna get my dad's computer. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. I want to continue though. Should I not continue? Oh well.
Once I get hold of you, I'm gonna break your something.
Back.
Why are you being so nasty? I've literally done nothing to you.
But hide. I hid. You can't see anything. That's why I'm not showing you, by the way.
Why are you being so nasty and threatening?
You could see them before on the video. They can't hear
There's
me.
no need for it, is there?
That's why I sound like when I shout. Oh yeah.
They're fucking in.
I'm sorry I swore on it. I can see. See, they're in the garden! You can see there's a house there.
The dog's barking away. I wish the dog was out. He'd get him.
No. Yeah, I wish the German Shepherd was out.
Did they see me?
I'm getting a dog. I'm going to get a German Shepherd. So they can
I'll have to leave it somewhere.
I'm going to say, be.
No, like.
I'm not letting them get away with that excuse that they think it was a public place and that's why they're going to get away with it for trespassing. I'm going to put that if I have to ring the police on them, which I was about to yesterday, but I didn't. But if I do talk to the police, I'm going to say they're making the excuse now. I know that they know full well that it is a private property, but they're making the excuse that they didn't know it was a private property. It's not even that they didn't know, they insist it's not a property. They're telling me. Here's the mother bird. It's going back to its chicks now with its little food. It's eating it now. Oh. That's nice, isn't it? It's taken food to a branch and it's eating. Anyway, let's get on because we've got a lot to get through.
There's no need for that. What the hell? I've literally done nothing to them.
I'm gonna have to sit down a minute.
Right, I want to put it somewhere. Come on.
I wish I could have put the live stream
Is that
somewhere.
where they were? I don't know. I don't know where I'm looking. Right, they're coming this way.
If you like being featured on my YouTube. I wanted to see if they would come closer while I was not there. But I don't think you can see anything, it's just like a load of grass.
They're coming.
Now, I guess, like I say, they got what they want because they did get to a point where they came so close to the house that they were about to corner me because I've literally got over there, I've got nowhere to run, like to get away from them. So, if they came over, I don't know what they would have done. Like, not just to me, but the house, they might have thrown something at the house. So, I had to chase them out. But I was not really chasing them, I was just going over to them to make sure they didn't do that. And also, because I wanted to literally find out why they were being that way. So that's why I went over, and I wish I hadn't, because it's just so uncomfortable. And I probably said all the wrong things, I don't know. But I did go over to them. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face.
Well, I'm going to call the police in a minute. I can see you.
See, while they were over there, I didn't. Well, then they kept coming further and further in, like, you know, closer and closer, and that's when I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to go over there to sort of. Here we go. I had to scare them off. Look, they were coming over. They pretended like that. I guess I was doing the bad thing.
What's with the nastiness, dude? I've literally done nothing to you.
They were going.
You're really funny.
They're not funny though. Well, it is kind of amusing, but it's not. They're not funny. They're just horrible, aren't they? Right, so these were going that way, so I thought they were going to leave, but there was some left behind to the right of me here. And I was looking over, so they were going that way, and there was a couple here. And they were kind of nicer. So I didn't film them because they were sort of not being nasty. So I didn't film them at all, I just filmed the nasty ones. And when I figured out which one the ringleader was, I mainly filmed him. And then when they said, do I identify as a wolf, like as a gender? I said no. And then so they went, what do you identify as then, like gender? So I said I identify as a male, I'm a trans male. And then they started teasing me about being trans male. Like, oh, well, if you don't have a penis, then you're not a male. And all that. And then literally a few minutes later, the lad said he was a trans woman. The ringleader one. And I just let you know, I'm going to show you him just right real briefly, because he is the one that spat on me on the main road. Do you remember that live stream where that boy spit on me on the main road? Well, that was him. And he looks so tiny on here. That's because I was up high, probably. But in person, he was taller than me. So I thought, they claimed that they were 15, but now they're telling me on this, by the way, that they were like 19. So he was 19 anyway. And videoed them on the main road when he was 13. And he knew me when I was a child, apparently. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know this person. The police had never heard of him before either. They couldn't find this guy. I showed them a picture of the incident that happened, and they said they've never seen that boy before, so he doesn't even come from here. I bet he comes from Hyde as well. They all come from Hyde, you know. The ones who have done the main damage and stuff and harassed us, they come from Hyde. So I'm dead suspicious. Yeah. I think a certain person has set all this up, you know. I know it's a crazy idea, but it's not really crazy when my mum has been telling me certain things about her past and a person that she knew that now is living in Hyde. Because I've got no proof of any of this, I won't disclose identities, but just put it this way, there's someone who lives in Hyde who would very much like us to not live here so they can get their hands on this property. So I think that person might be setting us up. People who know about certain things will know what I'm talking about. They'll know who I'm talking about, because I have talked about it before on previous streams and phone calls. So people who know me will know this. But there is a certain person who wants us out of the property, and I think that this person has set all of this up. The kids from Hyde to come here, affiliate with the kids from here, to harass us constantly, to make us think, you know what, we've had enough, and leave. I think that's what's happening. And now with the burglary and the car being smashed and that boy knowing about it, because he literally said something about it last year when he harassed me in the street last year, and he also mentioned it in this video, which you will see in a minute. But I got him on camera so you know what he looks like. I can't remember if I put it private, actually. I'm not sure if you guys can still see that video, because when I was having all the hassle, I did make a bunch of stuff private or unlisted. Crack. I don't think I should, because these people are just trying to scare me. Whether it's this guy from Hyde trying to, like, scare us with these kids, and these kids trying to intimidate us and scare us, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to scare us into disappearing. Scare me into stop doing my live streams and videos. Scare us into moving out. But she won't, really. If I was really miserable, she probably would, though. But I've got to not let this happen. I've got to just be aware. So if I wasn't aware of this, then yeah, I probably would cave. But because I'm aware that this person is trying to scare us out of this house, I think that's what's going on. I think it's a possibility. That was definitely to me. That sigh, did you hear that sigh? It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's true, but everything just seems so connected. It seems too connected and too weird to be just a coincidence, and like just random kids just randomly harassing us, randomly just smashing the car, randomly coming to burgle the place, randomly smashing up the property, randomly giving us such a hard time for all these years. I think that it is a setup. I used to say on stream that it was a conspiracy theory. I used to think that it was local people who just hated us for no reason. But now I'm thinking it might be someone, like I say, this person from Hyde. Because a lot of the people who came to do the big stuff, like smash the car, came from Hyde. So I'm thinking, and they're obviously like associated with people around here as well. So I think that it's not random. That's my theory anyway. I just want it out there. So if anybody like that is watching, I'm onto you. And they seem to all know what I'm doing. They know when to come. They know how far to take it. They know how to not get caught. They seem to be very organised as well. If this was just juvenile kids doing juvenile things, they won't be careful. I think adults are behind this. Let's put it this way. If I was these kids and someone like me lived in their area and they knew I sort of dressed like this and, you know, dressed up like this, I think it was great. I would think it was so cool. I'd want to be friends with that person. I really would. I was saying this today. I thought, how can people like not like me? Because I think I'm cool. I think I'm a lot of fun. I think I have a great personality. I think I dress real nice. And I would be honored to have a friend like me. Well, these people are doing whatever they can to like hate me. And I don't know why. It's just too weird to be random. I thought, oh, it's too crazy to be true though. It must be just like random bullying. But some of the things that have happened just seem to be so, a lot of things are connected. It's always different people that harass us, but it all seems to be connected. They all seem to know certain things about me. They all call me Wolfie. They all seem to know each other. So yeah, it wouldn't really surprise me if it was set up. Because this was happening before I started dressing up like this. And stuff. They used to harass us before then. My mum used to say it's because they think that, oh, they know that it's because, A, it was a single parent living on her own with a child. And, you know, easy target. So they come to target us because of that. There's no man around. So I guess they only really take notice of men. Families with men in it. And the other thing was because I was homeschooled. She reckons that they also knew that I was homeschooled. And they target me because of that. Or us because of that. I actually told them that when they were asking me all the questions. I said I was homeschooled. They didn't bully me for that. They thought that was great. They said they would love to be homeschooled. It is good, but it has its pros and cons, I guess. But, you know, overall, I think it's probably better than going to school. You don't get indoctrinated in all this shit. My kids will be. If I have kids, people have asked me, actually, on this channel and my other channel, if I ever want a family and kids and stuff. The answer is yes. One day I would like that, but they won't be my own, though. I'll be adopting and fostering. That's my decision. Because I ain't ruining my body and going through a load of pain for kids. They're not even fecking worth it. Even my mum thinks that. She thinks that it wasn't worth it. If they turn out to be wonderful people, then maybe, but most of them turn out to be shit, so. So I will be having kids, but I will be homeschooling them, and I will be indoctrinating them in my ways and molding them to my ways of being, what's the word? I can't remember. Like well behaved and well mannered, and that it's okay to dress like this, and that if they're not harming you, then live and let live, dude. Life is already hard enough and full of suffering, so why would you want to make it worse? Like, why do these people think that what they're doing is right, to harass someone for just trying to, you know, live their own life and do what they want to do? So they were like, literally, they were asking me on this video, like, why do you dress like this? And I have told that, I said that most people do think that I'm delusional, that I think I'm a wolf, but I'm not. I just dress like this because I like it. It's fun, it looks good, like, you can't really deny that. Like, why do you not think that it looks good? Like, what? And they said, oh yeah, that's cool, can we play? And you know, they're just like mocking it, like they are being disrespectful. Like, oh, can we play? Yeah, sure, you can dress up like a wolf and stuff if you want to, but I don't think you will, because you'll probably be too afraid of what your little mates are gonna think. So, I don't think they will. And then they were like later, oh, can we play tag in your garden or something? I'm like, nope. No, you cannot. And then they started asking about me dating. Like, do I have a husband or a wife or whatever? I said no. Said, would you like one? I said, yep. And of course, that boy who apparently is transgender, which I don't believe, said, oh, how will you go out with me? I'm like, no. He literally spat on me in the street. I'm not going to. And he's so shy. I mean, even when he was being nice, at this point, when they were asking me questions, they were being amicable. Because he said, and I'll show you this in a minute, they were saying, like, they will be nice. Could you just put the camera away and we'll be nice? We'd like to ask you some serious questions. So I was like, okay. So I put the... My mum just said something. She can hear us. I don't know if she can hear what I'm saying. I'm scared now. I wish we could do this somewhere else where she couldn't hear me. What was I saying? He was still very loud and kind of in your face. I think that would be a nightmare to date. And he's like a million years younger than me. I don't believe he's 19. I think he was younger than 19. I don't know how young, but they tend to lie a lot. Like, I remember when I used to ask their names, like, years ago. One of them said they were called Bob. And I knew the guy's name. His real name. When I asked his name, he said he was Bob. So they do have a tendency to lie about their name and age. Like I say, only last year, he said he was 15. So I don't believe he did look younger than 19. It's a possibility he could have been, but he looked younger. He looked about 17 at least. And although that's not a minor, I won't go there. I won't date someone younger than 19. Like 19, I suppose, would be my limit. If I got involved with like an 18-year-old, technically that's fine. But I don't know. I am very careful, you see. I'm very cautious, so I wouldn't probably. Even if it is legal. But people are funny about it. Even though 16 is legal age in UK, people, or at least in this part of the UK, apparently in Ireland it's 17. So you just don't know. And when people from other places, they get funny about it as well. And I'm like, yeah, but the legal age here is 16. And they're like, yeah, but in here at the States it's 18, so I'm like, yeah, but I'm in the UK, where so people from other places tend to moan as well at you. So it's best to be safe. Isn't it? I often wonder about, like, if it's legal, what if a 15-year-old wants to date a 16-year-old? Like, where's the line drawn? It's like, because a 15-year-old is technically a minor, and then like 16 or 17, it's only like 1 or 2 years older than them, but they're legal and they're not. So how does that work? Like, you know, it's like these blurred lines as well. To be honest with you, I think to be safe, I think you just don't fucking date as a adults. No date. Teenagers shouldn't date, because it's like there's too many blurred lines and it's just really scary. And you know, even if like a minor comes onto a grown-up and the grown-up does the right thing and says no, that kid will report them and say, oh well, this person tried to date me and come on to me. It's not true. That person was trying to do the right thing. They literally get you into trouble because kids are just shit. I'm telling you. I know people like to think that like young people are like the best things since sliced bread, and teenagers and kids these days are like great and nice and more mature, and it's not true. They are evil demons. Trust me, I've had experiences with so many. I mean, I've dealt with them, and they are all shit. Doesn't matter where you go either. The odd ones are nice. I was nice when I was a kid. Oh shit, I just wrecked my eyeliner, sorry. I was pleasant, but it's just the odd ones that are brought up right, or they decide to make of their own accord to be decent people, but they're very rare. The majority, and even the nice ones, they will drop their niceness if it means fitting in. Like those kids. Hello, Mama. Okay. I just want to let you know. Okay. What do you mean, lie to you? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm just making a video. There's no one on the other end speaking back to me. I don't know what you heard. Yeah, so? I was talking to a video. What do you mean you're doing your own dinner? Are you not doing mine? Yeah, I knew she was gonna moan. She said she heard everything because the window was open. She thinks I'm talking to someone and moaning to someone. Can you hear that? It's not American. What the hell? Is this froze or something? I think it's froze anyway. I need someone to let me know if it's working. She doesn't care. It's tea time, not dinner time. We're not American. Oh, she's really ranting and raving. Fuck you. She's saying fuck you to me. I just want to make videos without being harassed. Ugh. Alright. I better go. I have two choices. I can either do what I want to do and get yelled at and screamed at and given a hard time, or I can just do as I'm told and be miserable. That's my two choices in life. Just like her choices in the past of you're either my carer or you can have your own life, but you can't have both. Or you can either be my carer and date and have a love life, but you can't have both. It's like so unfair. Of course I'm gonna moan about that. Ugh, just wanted to make a video. Just can't do it. She even knows, like, I've been going through a hard time lately. With all this shit, nothing ever going there. She didn't care either. She didn't care about me enjoying myself or having a life. Just as long as she's happy. Oof. Yeah, I have two choices. I guess I could leave home and not be a carer anymore. Or I could stay here and be miserable. And because I'm the masochist I am, I guess it's staying here and being miserable. Yeah. being harassed by kids for the rest of my life and yelled at and screamed at and having to do chores and waiting on someone hand and foot, or moving out having a possibly hard life because I have no fucking clue how to live on my own because I've never done it before. And I don't understand about all this stuff, so apart from just like maybe just like getting a job, earning money and buying stuff to feed yourself, but there's other stuff to think about as well, like mortgages and shit. I don't understand all of that stuff, so it's like yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen. I might go through someone's suspected shit as well, unexpected shit. It is hard. I must make decisions soon though, because I do feel like I'm wasting my life. This has its own set of hardships. Ugh. Too bad. I'm sorry. I'm already having like a hard time trying to make a decision. So that's another thing. These kids don't realise that, you know, I might be going through shit. Like they just think, oh, I'm just... They don't realise they might have my own set of problems. So what they said, I'm going to continue with this. So I finally said what I've always wanted to say to them, which is, you know, that I don't even know if this is working, you know. I don't know if anybody's still watching, if it's working, if it's connected. I have no idea. But yeah, I said that they act more like wolves than I do because they go around in packs and pick on someone. And of course they kept interrupting me, so they weren't really listening. But they heard enough to say, oh yeah, that's because you have no body. It's like, wow.
You're really funny bullying people. You're not very enlightened, are you, or progressive like y'all think you are? Because you're literally trespassing, duh. I'm bullying.
There he is.
Harassment.
That's him, yeah, look.
I'm literally not even scary.
Did you hear what you just said then? I forgot about that bit. And he didn't know how to finish that sentence. That's so funny. He said something about I shouldn't have to be scared in my own, and then he was like, he didn't even know how to finish that sentence. He wanted to say my own sort of place. Is your chat broken? So you can still see everything. It is, I can't get it to work. It's not working. Is it because this thing is like clamping down on it or something? What the hell? It's not working. Nothing is. It won't even come up. Great. Well, screenshot the conversation or something. I'd like to know if it's actually working for you, because it's not working for me. But anyway, so I'll just carry on. So he's actually saying I shouldn't have to be scared in my own, and then he cut off. I'm going to listen to that again. That is really funny. That was really funny.
You're not very enlightened, are you, or progressive like y'all think you are? Because you're literally trespassing, duh. I'm bullying. And harassment. I'm literally not even scary. Your own fucking house. You're literally trying to scare me in my own house. You're not even listening to me now.
You just been following me
because you're in my garden. That's my garden.
This isn't.
I'm not following you out there. I'm
Get over here, Wolfie. So I did, and now because I've come over there, they're like, "Oh, you're following us! You're following us!" Do you see what I mean? The hypocrisy of it. Well, that's literally the guy that harassed me on the street. Do you remember that live stream? That was him. This is the one here, and he's now claiming that he's trans female. He's dressed like a boy.
trying to say that you not be following me now. Of course I am, because you've just been harassing me, bullying me and harassing me.
I'm trying to be, shut up. I'm trying to be calm actually because, and he's like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like being really aggressive and loud and over talking me. It was hard to talk. He wasn't listening. He was just like busy over talking me.
Do you know what? You lot are more like wolves than I am.
Because they were going on about me being a wolf, so I said that. They're here now. Like, they're throwing stuff over the wall, I think. Just ignore them.
You go around in gangs.
You did stay calm. He lost his mind. He was like that last time as well. Look at this. Look at this one. That's the one with the floppy hair. I actually bullied him later. Seems how they're bullying me. I should get one in. So I made fun of him. He took his hood down later on to reveal his floppy hair, and I basically called him a mop head. I mocked him a little. But yeah, they're just being stupid now. They're just being stupid. Like, they're not listening to me. But luckily I got them to calm down, and then they did. But they were still kind of being a bit condescending later.
Ask people for no reason. You're very amusing. You're very amusing. You're very funny.
Can I ask a genuine question?
Not bad. Can I ask a genuine question? Yeah, sure. Is your sexuality like a wolf? What? That's stupid. No, trans male. Trans male? Yeah, I'm male. So you're a boy? Yeah. But you've got a willy.
See?
So you're covering your face, so you know you've done wrong. That's the only reason why you don't want to be on video, because you know you've done wrong. I know, I just don't want you looking. I just want to know if you identified as a wolf or identified.
That's why I had to calm them down, because my mum says just don't bother at all, but I calm them down, and when you get them to calm down, they start revealing like stuff about themselves, which is very interesting. Because they all start to talk more calm. You know, like they're still mocking you, but they're doing it in a more calm way, and they're not like being as sort of aggressive and loud and like trying to talk over each other and you. But I got some stuff out, so that was good. It's nearly finished, but there is another video.
For fun.
Oh, shit. Shit, go away!
Why do these people think that I'm such a bad person just for like dressing up?
Because you've chased us.
It's like I've not done anything wrong.
Oh,
If I'd have chased
Oh,
you,
you've
you'd be out
done
there,
wrong.
wouldn't it? Why do you listen to me? Scare you. Because of the way I look.
You chase me all the time. You're twisted. Do you not remember?
You're literally like
See,
threatening.
the other boy's trying to talk, and I'm trying to listen. He was like, "You twisted or something." They are crackhead kids. Yeah, no. Sorry, I need to stand up now. This is not very comfortable. I was just mainly filming him because he's the leader, and I'm trying not to get the others on camera because they weren't really being like nasty like this one was. The two boys were being like the nastiest, but you couldn't hear what the other boy was saying because this one keeps over talking everyone, and it's very rude. I was trying to listen to what the other one was saying as well. He wishes he was wearing a hoodie at this point.
Wouldn't it? Why do you listen to me? Scare you. Because of the way I look.
I said you bully me because of the way I look. Don't get back.
You're literally like threatening me.
Videoed me ass. Because you were showing your ass.
That was very amusing.
Yeah, that was last year. He said that was like years ago when he was 13. It wasn't. It was last year.
Oh, I didn't
Chase you then. All the time apparently. Did you hear him?
This is first. No, you act more like wolves than I do. Because you're aggressive and you go around in packs like gangs. Like you're just like harassing me and acting like I'm prey.
Because you've got no one.
You all guys like
How do you know?
weirder than I am. You think I'm weird?
Do you know what?
guys are weird.
Later on, in this video, they started asking me when they were being nice. They started asking me like who I live with and stuff, and I told them I live with family, and they said I've got no one, but they actually don't. I'm videoing. I'm not talking to people. They're in there now. Playing football. So they didn't know anything. They didn't know that I have no one. They're just saying that to be nasty. Like, hoping that it's true, I suppose. To make me feel bad. So they don't know anything. Well, they probably do. I don't know, they asked me questions like they didn't know. I'm just gonna check the food before I... Uh-oh. I'm sorry about this. It's my mum always interrupting me. Is it working? Yeah. Okay. So people are literally chatting on the stream, but it's not even working. It's so annoying. I don't know why it's not working. I've been tapping it several times. Top chat, live chat. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh no, chat is hidden. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck you. Right. Right, well, you know what? You guys can listen while I...
Just shouting and screaming in the street and acting aggressive. Lots of people wear them. Goths
That's
wear
what you
them.
heard.
It's like a trend.
That's what you heard.
I don't care whatever it is, because it's interfering in our tea. Every tea time you do this, you find so. Oh, I won't be long. I'm just making a video. That was an hour ago, Kirsty.
So did you do the burgers?
Partly.
Alright, so it's not here, so I thought, oh, shoot, So what have you done
You've
so
got
far?
to stop doing this, Grandad. And no exercising.
I'm not.
Get changed.
Right, okay.
You know how this
What
gets
are
on
you
my...
doing?
Kirsty, you know how this gets on my chest. You've already eaten. I've had nothing to eat since 2 o'clock. What's wrong with you? I'm getting fed up with your attitude, Kirsty. It sucks. But you never think you do anything wrong. Bleeding typical. It's going to be ready soon.
Right, I'll go get changed then.
Yeah, that'll take an hour.
If I'm allowed.
Your man when it's ready, so.
You the fuck yeah.
By the way, you put butter on these backs.
I put butter on these back.
Hello?
Hello?
You put butter on these backs.
Do I? Yes.
I'm only asking a question, Kirsty.
Well, obviously I do. Normal people put butter on. Well, I'm angry. She's yelling at me. So of course I'm going to get angry. She's like, oh, you have no right to get angry because you... Sorry about that. I didn't even get a chance to do a fucking... Sure, stop it. Stop it. I didn't even get a chance to do a video. Pain in the ass. Right, well, I'm determined to finish this video, but I can't be long now. Fucking hell. God, if it's not fucking... If it's not fucking internet cutting out, it's fucking my mum having a go at me. That stops me from doing my videos. Oh, so annoying. Let's try again. Like 2 seconds. God, this means I'm going to have to wait till Monday to do the videos and stuff. This sucks. I really hate you when I do this. Oh yes, so what I was going to say was, so these people do this because I guess they're trying to see if they can beat me, I guess. Like, trying to see if they can intimidate me and scare me and bully me out of dressing like a wolf and doing, you know, what I do that seems to offend them for God knows what reason. But I just want to let you know that I'm not going to stop doing this and dressing like this and acting the way I do. If I want to be a wolf, if I want to act like a wolf, And I guess, you know, some people might say like, is it worth it because you get bullied for it? But I mean, I've tried being normal and dressing normal. That didn't make me happy. In fact, that made me more miserable. Because I didn't get any more, like, liked or less bullied for not dressing like this. Yeah, we got a little bit less harassment, but we still got harassed. And I still got called Wolfie in the street, and they still would come and rattle the gate and call me Wolfie and stuff. So it didn't even matter, like, when I started dressing normal. We got a little bit less harassed, but I was just miserable. Because it's not like I was any more popular or anything like that for not dressing this way. Okay, I'd rather be sort of bullied and dress like this rather than be bullied and dress normal and be miserable. Dressing like this makes me happy. Gothic, different, and in wolf stuff. So it doesn't make a difference pretty much, really, whether I dress normal or dress like this, or act normal, or act not as normal, I guess. I don't know. I think I act normal, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm still ostracized, hermitified, bullied, just slightly less bullied. So may as well dress like this. May as well be bullied and do what makes me happy than be bullied and just be miserable. Boring. They dress boring and plain. Like, how is that better? I'm surprised they don't like to dress like this and think it's cool and want to be my friends, because I would, like I say, if I saw someone like this and I didn't normally dress like this, if I saw someone dressed like this, I'd think that would really wonderful and cool, and I'd want to do it too, you know, and I'd want to be friends with that person. But maybe you have to think a certain way. Maybe they just don't think that way. You know, they don't obviously like this kind of stuff, so I don't understand it personally, but whatever. Like, obviously, I think differently. I think that, you know, looking nice is better than looking like shit. Why do I need to accept being bullied at all? Well, I don't really have a choice. If you get bullied on the internet, you do have a choice, because you can just go off the site that you're being bullied on or ignore it. But if you're being bullied in real life, you kind of can't avoid it. So yeah. Not when they're like fucking coming to your house and there's nothing you can really do about it. So well, you can by leaving the shithole. I don't know, I guess it's not an option. I guess it's not an option. It isn't. There you are, you're all sorted. They don't seem to want to stop. Better continue before we get screamed at.
It's like a trend. I've asked 7 times. It's like a trend now.
See, if you don't ask that question, you're like, oh, well, I asked you 7 times. It's like, they can ignore my questions and what I'm saying. That's okay. But if you ignore what they say, they get all funny with it. And it's like, it's so annoying. How am I supposed to listen to you when somebody else is screaming at me, including this boy? And if I focused on her instead of him, then he would get annoyed and start saying, oh, you're ignoring me.
Well, he's not listening to me, so why should I listen to you people? Do you run on all fours? These people are just.
And then they asked me.
Them goths wear them. It's like
Oh yeah, they were going on about my collar. Fucking hell, go back.
Identify those. It's just for fun.
Come on.
Why do these people think that I'm such a bad person just for like dressing up? Because you've chased us. It's like I've not done anything wrong.
Oh, chased
If I'd have chased you, we'd be out there, wouldn't it? Why do you listen to me? Scare you. Because of the way I look.
You chase me all the time. You're twisted. Do you not remember?
You're literally like threatening me.
Do you not remember when you videoed me ass on King when I was whipping my ass out? I do not remember that.
That was very amusing. Yeah, that was. I didn't chase you.
Yeah, you have. You've chased me so many times. You chased me so many times, acting like a wolf.
So this is stressful, and this is overwhelming. They're all talking to me at once. They're all accusing me of different things and saying different things. I'm trying to listen to one of them. I'm trying to listen to the other. I'm trying to answer them. It's just so overwhelming, and I suppose they do it deliberately to try and confuse you so you lose faith in what you're trying to say, I guess. I don't know. You know, you think, like I've said before, you think it's random, but I think it's all, like, staged in a certain way. Like, they're trying to confuse me. They're trying to scramble my brain, and it works. If they're genuinely curious about me and asking me seriously, then they all got to ask a question one at a time. And, you know, listen to the answer, instead of all just get angry with it. They're accusing. Like I say, they come here, badger me, and then when I do something like chase them, they're all like, ugh, and they start blaming you. It's like so stupid. They know very well they started it, and I'm just reacting to it. So that's what I mean. They deliberately come and goad you so that you'll do something like that, so then they can accuse you of all sorts of things. Help.
Like wolves than I do. Because you're aggressive and you go around in packs like gangs.
Do you want to take?
Like you're just like harassing me like a prey. You guys look, you're all guys like weirder than I am. You think I'm weird, but you guys are weirder, shouting and screaming in the street and acting aggressive.
I'm barking and holding
Lots
it.
of wear them, goths wear them. It's like a trend now. It's like a trend.
I've asked 7 times.
It's like a trend
What
now.
did she
Well, he's not listening to me.
I was trying to say something about the collar because somebody else asked me about the collar. So I'm trying to answer that, and this woman's like, oh, I've asked you 7 times. It's like, I'm trying to answer people one at a time. They're not giving me a chance. But he said all of us come from something like normal households or something. I don't know. I'm going to try and listen to that again.
Weirder than I am. You think I'm weird, but you guys are weirder, shouting and screaming in the street and acting aggressive.
Collar on.
Lots of people wear them, goths wear them. It's like a trend now. It's like a trend.
Almost shop.
It's like a trend now.
Every one of us comes from a normal shop, is what it sounded like he said.
Well, he's not listening to me, so why should I listen to you people?
Do you run on all fours?
These people are just being horrible. Why should I answer their questions when they're not even listening?
We're not even listening.
It's like a trend.
I've asked 7 times.
It's like a trend now. Well, he's not listening to me, so why should I listen to you people?
I mean, look at that. That is just so disgusting.
These people are just being horrible. Why should I answer their questions when they're not even listening to me? You're not even listening to me, so why should I? Now you're getting nasty with me, so I'm not going to answer questions when people are being nasty.
Sorry, love. No, sorry. Can you put your phone away? Can you answer this question?
Yeah, because as soon as people say they're going to be nice, they start being nasty again. So.
I'm actually not. I'm being nice.
Right, I'll put the phone away. Okay.
And then you can listen to what they say. Right, so I stopped the video. I didn't really stop. No, I stopped the video, but I started it recording again. How do I get out of this now? It's on full screen mode. It's great, and I've got 107 subscribers on this channel, but like 50 odd people are watching. Nobody comments. 3 people liked it. And then on the rest of them, I've got like 16 views, 18 views, 10 views. It's so stupid. How do people get like more views? Is it like my titles or something? I can't even find the other video. Here we go, a gang of young people arguing with me mainly.
So it's literally bullying. So I can record whoever I want if they're being threatening and nasty. Thank you. I believe you. I believe you. You come to my property. Yeah, but no, it's my property. No, stupid.
Right, you don't see anything, so it's just audio now. So I'm going to leave this for the next live stream, I'm afraid. It's 5 minutes and 48 seconds long. It is on... I'll put a link to it in the group chat thing. But I guess you didn't see that. So, yeah, it'll work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Oh, maybe not. Come on, share. Messages, let's try it. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna see if it works. I'm not sure if it will. Here you got 6 likes, thanks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also become a Patreon as well. Okay, so that's that one on the main channel. Okay, let's do the first one so you can watch that one properly.
The jangling the gate.
So that's the second one I've just sent you. Let's do messages again, you can watch it. And you can subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Anybody else who wants to see this channel, if it's someone I trust, you can just get in touch with me and I will send it to you by email or whatever. I think it's just birds went past. I haven't got any more subscribers recently though. It seems to have stopped at 107, so that kind of sucks. I would like to get more people subscribed to it. Need some more people. I've got loads of new videos on there talking about what's been happening lately. Right, so I better go now. So don't forget to like, comment, because I love getting comments on my stuff, and subscribe. Yes, and become a Patreon, because I've got like 5 Patreons or 4 now, and that sucks. I kind of need more money as well. And you can donate to me if you want to. I will put that in a link thing. And you can request videos for money, of course, as well. If it's not through Patreon, if it's like a one-off, then you can connect. So I can receive money and spend it now at last. Yeah, I'll respond to those texts in a bit as well. So that's my outfit then, just real quick. I'm gonna go before I get shouted at. I was gonna do like one where I showed my outfit better outside, but I never happened. So now I've got to wait till Monday to do it, so that kind of sucks. And some video for my other channel as well. See you guys later. Don't forget to get like screenshots of it as well, because I didn't see the chat. This is gonna suck.